Lord, oh Lord, oh, 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 that is,
Oh.
oh. I think I'm ready.
Yo, I downloaded Magic the Gathering on PS3.
That's
It's
nice.
actually mad
I don't
fun.
care. I don't,
It's actually really
that's
fun.
really nice. Okay, I think it is 10 o'clock and I have a text message, but it doesn't matter because, oh, haha. I had a text
Silencer.
message. It doesn't matter because is right now, episode 37 of Directional Influence. Hello, everybody who's watching. Um,
Oh,
it
we're
is.
live?
We are
Oh
live.
shit.
We are
We are.
live, yeah. So welcome everybody to Directional Influence episode 37. And in fact, I'm going to personally be like, "Yo, what's up, Nairo?" Nairo already knows. He's already here. So we're talking E3, right, Will?
Yeah, we got tons of stuff to talk about concerning E3.
And speaking of tons of stuff, I want to show all you guys the shit I got. This is one of my favorite things I got. It is a wrinkly ass shirt
Oh,
that
you undid
I
it?
undid it, and it looks like it wasn't supposed to be like this. It's like freaking armor. It's from Bethesda, by the way. Back there in the back, you should be able to actually see it. I'm gonna move my webcam. All the way back there is my signed poster from the producers of Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Is
And
yours still bent?
mine is terribly. Oh my god, you guys have to see this. Um,
Well, it's not gonna be worth anything anymore, but it has sentimental value.
It is tons of sentimental value. Look at this. This was flat and straight when I got it. I know, Will, you can't see this, but all you viewers out there, the plane rides destroyed it.
Yo, the plane ride sucked ass.
And
At
I
least
can't
for me.
even get this over here. So I want to really get into what matters in
I
terms of
think I
how
think
to
our
show.
plane rides, both of us, our plane rides back could possibly be like our worst plane rides ever.
Oh, of course, yeah, they were definitely like the worst ever in terms of anything. And in
Yeah.
fact, fix that right there. I mean, you guys have to know something. It is so terrible when you get to Phoenix, right? Because you have connecting flight. Um, find out your connecting flight back to JFK in New York is delayed for 5 hours. 5 hours, and it's already 10 p.m. Okay,
That's not even like a little, that's like a hardcore nap
that
you
is
have
a.
to take.
I the problem was that I didn't take a nap. I didn't take a nap at all. I watched StarCraft the entire time,
Oh shit.
which is fine, right? This is normally fine. This is fine. The problem with that is I was so jet lagged, and all you people out there, jet lag you do not want. Friday did not exist for me. Saturday did not exist for me. Sunday did not exist for me because I slept the entire time and drove back up here to Connecticut. Now, oh, you should have seen what I just did. E3. We were at E3. In fact, I'm wearing my shirt right there, my E3 2011 shirt. I'm wearing it. I've been wearing it all day.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I am excited because the things we saw at E3 were really. I mean, Will, I want you actually to tell people how amazing it was.
It's kind of hard to describe. I mean, like, even just getting to SoCal and then like getting on the metro first of all, which we had a kind of we were like, all right, we know we've been around New York City, we know how to navigate ourselves, we should be fine. And it was like beyond easy. Like it was the easiest transportation ever, and it was like beautiful and clean
It
and
was
fast
amazing.
and efficient
It was
and
amazing.
we were like, okay,
You
well,
know,
the metro's done, and then we get out and we just like see giant posters and like figures and everything you could possibly imagine, like to a scale that cannot be described unless you were there in person. There's like building-sized posters advertising video games that aren't even out yet, just like all over.
it was crazy. I mean, it was like walking into an amusement park for games. You know, it was that kind of thing. And one of the cool things for those of you who have not been to E3, if you're ready to play games without any lines, it's wonderful because there were only actually a few games out of all the things out there that actually had lines. You could just
Yeah, it
walk
was
up to a
only
station,
really the ones that were,
like the hype
obviously the
ones.
biggest hitting, most hyped games,
Yeah,
but
like if you're not playing Gears, or if you're not trying to play the Wii U or something like that, you could just waltz right in and play. It made it that much more amazing because I mean, for me, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to play any game because the lines. Oh, I don't want to stand in line, but I didn't have to. Now, Will, we got our hands on the Wii U controller. In fact, I want to show all you guys what the Wii U controller looks like if you haven't seen it. Um, I have it on my web browser right here. I mean, I, uh,
well, we were initially very, very, very disappointed in Nintendo's press
yeah,
conference. We went from being like ecstatic from all the Nintendo 3DS titles that were being announced. Like I literally felt myself like having goosebumps leading up to this new console, and then it was just like my boner. It
like I
died.
had the hugest erection, and it just like it was like this, and it was like, and then it like retracted into my like crotch. It was terrible. And I mean, like,
Yeah,
because
basically.
how they presented it, and Nintendo actually took note of this later. Um, they they didn't say anything about the console. They said the controller, the controller, the controller.
Yeah.
So we were like, yo, so is this for the Wii? Is there like
They
I was really
they
hoping that like, oh, this was just for the Wii, and then they're gonna release the actual console, but that never happened. Like this is it.
Yeah, they led up to like, they were going to talk about a console. They even had interviews, like video interviews, how they have people on the big screen talking about, the new console. But meanwhile, you don't see the new console at
Yeah,
all. It's like hidden in the back in a clip
yeah.
of the
And I want you guys to
controller.
actually look at this. This is my mouse is flickering. Fucking mouse. So this is the controller. You got a camera here, home button, these plus and minus things that we had, the power button, which is like awkwardly to the side. And you would look at this and how it feels like natural in your hand. It does. Like when you hold it, it actually feels somewhat, comfortable. It's light. There's a grip. Everything is lined up. The problem is that number one, the slider things are sliders. They're not analog sticks.
Yeah, circle
That is
pads.
so. All right, I want you guys to see something here. First of
I
all,
actually think part of the issue
what?
of because of how big it is, if you did make an analog stick, I think it would be awkward to move it in every direction. Like to move it in a
Yeah,
top left or top right direction, like with one finger, it would be awkward because I think it's just a little too big for analog
yeah.
sticks.
I mean, hold on. I actually want to turn this down a little bit. For those of you who don't know, I am trying to unlock Mewtwo in Melee. So, this is actually like what is going on. I'm currently racking up the hours, and this is a GameCube controller. This analog stick is literally so much better than a slider, which you can probably check out now, really, because of the fact that the 3DS essentially has. Let me turn my TV off. The 3DS essentially has, uh, the same thing, which doesn't work out at all, and it feels weird because it's not accurate. I played Ghost Recon Online, one of the demos they had in the Wii U booth, um, and I couldn't line up a shot because the sliders do not like play well to like small little, minuscule little movements you make. So because there's so much friction and stuff, it doesn't work out well. And then you have right here. I want to show you this. Let me turn this down. The buttons are not like an Xbox controller. They're more like an SNES or something, or an NES, whatever. But they're like really small, and they're right next to this slider. So it's like, okay, I can move my thumb up, but these like you could probably click all of these buttons with one thumb, and like it doesn't feel right. I think what the biggest problem is that for a game like Smash, for example, you need to have that pinpoint accuracy, that sharp precision, and this controller does not have that where it is right now. Now, another problem is the size of this tablet. As I was thinking about it, um, it almost feels like the tablet, like it feels like a more of a tablet than a controller, which I guess is the idea of what they're going for, but it makes games that really, really need that sort of core, you know, controlling, obsolete. And then the triggers, which you can't even see on this, actually, you can barely see them on this picture, are not triggers. They're buttons that have, in this area. They're not triggers. They're just buttons. So we need that sort of gradual. People are like, oh, Nintendo doesn't really need that. No, you need that because you're playing a racing game like Dirt, which the Wii U is apparently having. Um, there is no all the way or none at all acceleration in that game. You need pinpoint acceleration, gradual acceleration, deceleration, all of that. And even for like a fighting game, it'd actually be really useful to have like a sort of thing. I know the GameCube controller is like a clicky thing or whatever, but it's still a trigger. For some reason, the Wii U doesn't have that. I don't understand why.
Now, I actually think that, it's all really innovative and, kind of cool, and we're not used to it at all, and we're even hating on it. But, it'll have its uses, and it'll have its original ideas that'll go along with the controller. But as I read and how other people pointed out, that if you remember, even though they did keep the backward compatibility to the GameCube controllers for the Wii, which I wish they did again, um, I do think that in response to, all the criticism of the new controller, that there should be a release of, some other type of controller. Not to
Yeah.
mention that the classic controllers are also still going to be usable because the Wii remotes are all still
Yeah,
usable.
that's right.
But
Wow, this camera, like, there we go. Yeah, you will be able to use a classic controller because the Wii modes are still, usable. So, um, if anything, that's nice, I guess. I mean, for those of you who are sort of like either Wii Nunchuck compatible or already use a classic controller, you're already one step ahead of us because there are no GameCube ports. There is no GameCube media supported. That's it. Like, have fun with Brawl and Melee when you can because that's the last time you're really going to be needing one. Um, But I want to step away from this for example. Oh, by the way, apparently the console only supports one Wii U tablet, so you won't be using it for Smash. Just letting you know. I actually wanted to show you guys the console itself, which I don't know if
Oh, quickly, I would just
yeah.
want to correct you, and that although it does look and perhaps act like a tablet, it is only it is only just a touch-sensitive screen. There's only one. It's not a
Yeah, you're
multi-touch
right. You're right.
screen,
It is
which a
a
lot of other things have.
oh video suck my dick. There we go. Yeah, you're right. I mean, yeah, it is a single touch, which is even not as good. The video I'm showing everybody right now, it pretty much looks like a really like if someone took a Wii skin and put it over an Xbox. I mean, oh, hairy hands right there, Mr. Kotaku. The thing is, like, it's very long. You have your HDMI cable. But yeah, I mean, overall, the console itself was finally shown, and it does seem like, it's a good console. But nobody knows how powerful the thing is at all. Ubisoft couldn't even
It's
say
true.
anything. And people were like, "Oh yeah, it'll be as good or better as a PS3 and Xbox, whatever."
Nintendo
Okay,
did use video clips that were not from
right.
Nintendo
Yeah, did
games.
not didn't happen to use those Wii U clips because nothing's in development. Nothing at all is in development at all, which is terrible for consoles coming out next year. Oh no, ugh, not good, not good at all.
Well, I mean, Smash 4 though.
Smash 4.
It was confirmed, but that was it. Like they knew they had to mention it to like keep people's interests,
And that was the most hyped
but
thing at the conference. The most
it
absolutely
was,
hyped
and I
thing.
missed it because I was so disappointed. I didn't even want to listen anymore. I literally like stopped focusing, and when they mentioned that, I heard like applause, and I was like, "What happened?"
Yeah, it
So
was like, hey, by the way, we're gonna make Smash, and everyone's like, yeah, and everyone's and they're like, okay, that's it. And then they're like, yo, look at this controller. Everyone's like, fuck you. Like, we wanted Smash, and then they're like, yo, Wii U and 3DS. We're like, yeah, because that sounds really hype. Me,
well, there are going to be tons of possibilities now.
tons
So
of
I don't know.
possibilities.
What do you guys think they're going to do in Smash? Are they going to have even more characters? Do you think they're going to keep all the original ones
Uh,
and add more? Take some out? What do you think? Because like,
well, I mean, we don't know. I mean, there's only been 3 games in the series, so it's like, How do
I
you
think
know?
we could make a good estimate because the characters and stages have been gradually increasing, and if we are moving to a new console, there'll be more data able to fit onto a disc. Because I know for a fact that there was a ton of shit on the Brawl disc. Like they crammed that full. Like there's
Well,
probably more stuff on that disc
the
than
reason why it was so crammed full and why they had to use a dual layer is because number one, the subspace emissary cutscenes took like so much data. And number two, I read this on an AIB blog. Like they copied and pasted data over and over again instead of like using it specifically in certain locations, especially for the subspace. So like there was like a bazillion copies of like one fucking enemy because they just redid it for every single fucking level that it showed up in, which is so
yeah.
useless. Either way, Smash does exist, which is good. Mewtwo for Smash 4, come on. Ah, I'm on like a Mewtwo binge lately. It's really bad.
I think I think for the new game, if they would bring back the characters that they dropped, that would be cool.
That would be hype. And like not
They
like made them not clones. Except Pichu. Fuck that character. I never liked Pichu, by the way. I fucking hate that character. But
Wow,
like
Pichu is terrible. What are you
Pichu
hating
was
on Pichu for?
I'm hating on Pichu because um
Because you got styled on by one?
because because I watched the first movie, like that vacation thing, the Pokemon movie, and I was like, yo, Pikachu could be Pichu. Pichu could be really hype in a Smash game. And obviously Melee came out and he fucking hurts himself. Who comes up with that kind of character design? Like who does that?
He's just a baby, though.
So I don't see babies shocking themselves like all.
Whatever. Pichu's cute as fuck.
Pichu is cute as fuck.
Moving
Yes.
on.
Moving on. The greatest thing about E3 was that we got to get our hands on like on so many different games, and one of my favorites I'm going to show you guys right now was Rayman Goddamn Origins.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, this
I was
game.
actually really happy because I turned on G4 last night, and
Yeah,
Adam Sessler was actually like, he's like, one of the games that has been really under the radar, but like, I'm
yeah.
really, really looking forward to it. And what that was the game. That was
That was
his
the
game.
yeah. We said that. We said it was
He
underrated.
said that too.
We said
So
that. Fuck you, Adam Sessler. No, I'm sorry. I love you. No, we said that shit, and we are hyped about it. And they're one of
the
the
visual
reasons.
style of the game is just it's unique to the level where I don't think it's been seen before.
Yeah, like it's
Really
actually
cool.
really like I can't explain what the game looks like to people. Like I have to show them. I'm trying to get this video
I
up.
wish we had gameplay of us playing it, but like we were only two people. We needed like a
Yeah.
third person. Also, I wish we weren't scrubs, so we could have beaten it fast enough to get a
Yo, we were
t-shirt.
so bad at this game. Like it was really sad. Like we needed, dude. In this video, the guy that helped us is playing. In fact, I'm gonna show you guys.
Yeah, I used
I'm trying to get this video to load. But my internet is so
that was one
bad.
of the developers. He was actually good.
Yeah.
The issue we had is the game was off.
Yo,
Like,
Will,
we
you're
wouldn't listen to
lagging,
each other, and
bro.
we were not cooperatively playing.
Yo, Will, you're lagging. But it's okay. I got what you said. But yeah,
Yeah,
this is what it
my
looks like.
network speed is poor.
Yes.
What the hell?
But yeah, this is what the game looks like, and it's rather awesome. It looks sort of retarded, and I'm pretty sure that every character in this game is on some sort of like crack or cocaine or something. But it's actually a really unique game. It's rather hard, and the co-op feature for the game is really, really awesome. And trust me, when you don't have a developer helping you, it becomes retardedly hard because you need somebody to stay alive for everybody to stay alive, and we just we couldn't do it. It was almost like ridiculous. And I'm gonna go back to this right now. I mean, you can see just how awesome this game looks, and somehow I got through this part of the game like mad quick. And I'm gonna keep obviously going back to the fact that the video is not loading, but the cool thing about it is that it's gonna be on like the Xbox and shit, so I can actually play with the regular controller, which is hype. So I'm very excited about that. And Will, are you even here anymore?
I am here, but I'm trying to fix my internet connection because it's like in the red, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
Whatever.
but that's cool. I mean, overall, oh
Alright,
my
as long as
god,
you can still hear me.
6 people in the chat.
Good.
Yeah, but this game is actually really fun, and I'm telling you that it's very underrated, and you guys are very excited. Like this part, I believe we played this. Yeah, this part was ridiculously hard. I don't understand why we couldn't do this part.
Was it the one with the spikes?
No, it's the one with the
And
lava, the Tetris ice cubes, and it was stupid.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I want you guys all to understand that there were so many good games that we just loved and loved and loved and loved. Sonic Generations, Ninja Gaiden 3. I got to play Forza 4, which was amazing. Gears War 3 Horde mode was pretty stellar, and I got Will to play, even though he was like, "Oh no, I don't. I have a vagina. I can't play." You know?
It's because I don't play Gears games. I was never really
So,
like intrigued by them because they all look the same, and I forgot that it was actually fun.
well, there you go. I was actually trolling some Gears players today, and I don't condone trolling, but it's very funny because they are very defensive of Gears. Shoutouts, by the way. And I mean,
You know what? I actually realized that if I think back, the game that I'm most excited about, we didn't get to play. We only saw a trailer of it very briefly, and I'm not even sure I got to see gameplay. But Paper Mario for 3DS
yes, Paper
has me
Mario.
so excited because I've been waiting for a sequel to that in that series, like a true sequel. Not no Super Paper Mario. I haven't even played that shit yet.
It's
Because it
alright.
didn't look anything like
This
the
this
original RPG style.
this man is correct. Paper Mario 3DS is so ballin'. I can't wait for it.
It's just another reason to own a 3DS. Like, there's so many freaking. Oh my god! Like, what are all the games that are
The
coming out? I'm sure
3DS,
all
honestly,
you
by
guys
the way,
know.
the
The ones
3DS,
that we played. Out of the ones that we played,
we played Mario
you played
Kart, or
Single Player.
Star Fox 64 3DS, Mario Kart 3DS, Super Mario 3DS, Kid Icarus Uprising, Luigi's Mansion 2. I played FIFA. I didn't like that. Metal Gear Solid. I didn't like that. Resident Evil.
I
I didn't like
like
that.
Resident Evil Revelations because
Um,
it looks like it was kicking back to the
it was.
original
It
style.
was. It really was. But I felt like I was so like
You have to
I
be used
can't
to the
do
old
anything.
controls.
And
Yeah.
there's and like I, I mean her ass is pretty good, whoever that is.
It's about the puzzles. You didn't even get to do
I didn't
anything
get to
really.
do any puzzles because I was locked in a bathroom with 2 shots of shotgun shells and zombies
I
everywhere.
like to be able to just like interact with everything. Like, I'm gonna open this. There's gonna be like blood in there or some shit, or like something really gross, or like a an item you can pick up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mario Kart, by the way, me and Will were actually trying to figure out technical things about the game because that's how we approach games. And in fact, I found out like so many dumb things about it that we just made it really easy. And they're like, "Wow, I can't believe it! You know how to do that." I'm like, yeah, it's Mario Kart. Like, how hard is it? Um,
we're like heavy characters able to like snake easier because when you use DK, I felt like your boost was
DK
like
is
going fast.
so broken in Mario Kart 3DS and is stupid. He is the best character. His acceleration is retarded for a heavy character. Retarded. His boost is like 3 times that of any other character. I couldn't understand why. I couldn't understand why. And other things. Kid
Maybe the lighter
Icarus.
characters have better glides,
Yeah. Oh
but
yeah, there's hang gliders. Oh, Kid Icarus was balling.
Kid Icarus, yo. I already said like before we even went that that game was gonna be awesome. I didn't even get to play it that much, but yo, the 3v3.
The 3v3, me, Will, and Rich Brown of SoCal fame just destroying Kid Icarus because once we figured out we could camp behind things, oh, it was over. It was over. There was nothing they could do about it. There was nothing they could do about it. Rich was going in with the bow. I don't know what fucking weapon you were using. I was using like
Well, maybe you guys were camping, but
I
I'm
was
the one who
camping
picked
hard.
claws, so I was actually running around for like the pickups because I needed health like a
I
lot.
had the
Like,
cannon which shoots like a mortar, and oh god, I camped so hard. I had marshmallows, a tent, a bonfire, everything that an essential camper
yo,
needs.
have you seen Sphere has a picture like tagged of him on Facebook, I think, and it's like camping. It's like the middle of
I wish I knew what you
the
were saying.
but there's a tent.
I wish I knew what he
You,
said.
wait, hold on. Here.
I love making fun of people's connection because it's so good. Ah,
Dude, my connection has never been like this before.
mm. But in the meantime, I will tell you
No,
guys
I had a
this.
funny story, asshole.
I'm sorry. I almost took you seriously for a second. Oh,
There
that's
was a
so cute.
picture that Sphere has tagged of himself on
Oh,
Facebook. It's set up in a
Sphere.
meme style where it says, camping, it's a legitimate strategy. And it has a you know, I can't, whatever, a tent like set up in the middle of the woods, and it has one of Pitt's arrows shooting out through the middle of the tent. So it's actually pretty cool. Anyway,
Wasn't that worth it, guys? Wasn't that
it
worth
was.
it? Oh, God. Oh, man, I feel exhilarated after hearing that story, Will. Man, tell it again.
Listen, you're a scrub, so continue onward.
I'm gonna kill you. Also, by the way, so here's what happens, guys. I want you guys to, as we wrap up the show, because we're only doing it for a half hour, because we're like a TV show, sort of. No, we're not. By the way, King of Queens is a really good show. I just remembered that. So we meet this girl named Brenda, who is a booth babe at the Nintendo 3DS section, and Will gets the opportunity to get her phone number. But I find out not too long later he didn't remember to put it into his phone book, so we lost the number. Right? Like, who does that? And all of a sudden, my phone should be blown up by this model's number, but I let Will take the number, and he lost it. And I'm mad. Will, why would you do that to me? I think he's
Dude, I have no connection right now.
He has no idea what I said. Like seriously,
You're not gonna be able to.
she's on my Facebook, and she's pretty hot. And Will lost my number. Like, he literally lost it. Like, he didn't put it in. Like, I'm really salty. And I wanna stress to everybody, like,
Alright, I'm gonna stress to you that you're a retard who got so excited about getting a booth girl's number that you smiled like an idiot and didn't save the number in your phone after entering it. That's what really happened.
that's what really happened. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I want you guys to know something.
Wouldn't even happen.
I'm pretty sure that Will got the number, and he lost it. So, sucks for him. I can get ass any day. It's his, it's his loss. Before we go, though,
It's not my loss. She lives in California. You just can't get over it. That's
you
all.
can't get girls here in New York, so.
But you can't in New York, so.
Okay. What is there anything else we want to say before? Oh, the metagame minute. That's what I wanted to tell you guys.
Plug in that
Metagame minute brought to you by VG Bootcamp. I'm sure I can make that out of my hands.
Episode 10.
Episode 10, RCO lag. Will, what is that? I want to know. In fact, I want to guys.
I would love to describe it. I really hope my lag does not fuck me over. Can you hear me right now?
I can hear you. So keep going. I want to hear this.
Basically, put it into layman's terms. Any character that has an up B that would have to sweet spot to the ledge. When they land on the stage the next time, if you just land normally out of a jump, you're gonna have added lag. Like, you'll have a soft landing, that's the normal landing, and there's also something called the hard landing, which is when you have lag. Say if Marth up Bs onto, to sweet spot to the edge, if he just lands on the stage normally, he'll have so much lag that, say if Dedede were to down throw him, and the first time his feet were to touch the ground from when he grabbed the edge, when the next time Marth lands, he has enough time to get forward smashed by Dedede. That's how much lag there is. So, and to counteract that, you have to cancel the lag by you have to auto cancel an aerial right before you hit the ground. And this only happens after you up B into the edge. And it's like really, really bad for characters like Fox and Falco, like characters that need the edge like desperately when they use their recovery. So
yeah, definitely check that out. Am I looking at me? I am. Definitely check that out. Brought to you guys by VG Bootcamp. It is episode 10. You guys can check it out on the All's Brawl link I just sort of showed you, and look it up on YouTube. Definitely do that. And in the meantime,
you guys should also check out all of our E3 pictures,
yes,
and video.
Facebook. Check it out.
Facebook. Check us out. Our own respective albums. Link those somehow on the DI group. That would be cool.
This is the sickest song, by the way. I'm going to end it on that note. Thank you for listening and watching Directional Influence episode 30s. 7? 7.
Yep. 7.
Brought to you by VVV Gaming. You guys can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Always Brawl, Smashboards, Facebook, Twitter, VVV Gaming. Check us out. We'll see you guys next week. And with that epic music,